Hello, everyone. Monday is back, and so is your dose of Monday Health Booster. I'm Dr. Shivani Sood, the director founder Shivani Ayurveda. And in my consultancy practice, I investigate why the people are sick, where they're stuck, and tell them what solutions can move them out, creating strategic healing plans. Right. So, what are you going to learn from me in this Monday Health Booster? In this Monday Health Booster, I'm talking about a very, very simple topic, which is developing eating healthy habits, right? Now, everyone should think it's very simple to have healthy eating habits, mm, but it's not because it just takes some training, development, observation to change the way you eat. And talking about myself, I have never been like an idealistic food person with counting calories or counting protein, carbs, and if there is more proteins and if there's more carbs, or being into keto diet, so being strict with myself. However, I know that what eating disorders are, because I have been a person who did not eat from childhood to be a person who was becoming overweight when I was young, and now I am totally fit, right? So, how did I develop my eating healthy habits? In today's Monday Health Booster, I will tell you the three things what I did which changed my eating habits. So, first thing is that eating habits are your identification. So, I started to work with my identity, who I am, calming myself down, learning patience, learning to resolve problems, and I saw naturally that my eating was getting better, right? So in the times when I had a lot of things which I couldn't manage, and we all go through this in teenage, right? When we see that life is just running the way it is, then you start to have eating imbalances. So as in my life time passed and I was getting better, my eating habits naturally got better, right? And that's why I stand by my belief saying that growth has to be natural. You don't have to force growth, because I did not particularly do some work on my eating habits. I learned how to resolve my problem. I turned into a person who became calmer. Naturally, the eating was better. Second thing, what made my own eating habits better is never forcing myself for any kind of diet which people have created. And that also Ayurveda, I used it as a reference to what is healthy and not healthy, but I was never like, oh, that one coffee is going to harm me or this is going to make some problems for me. I was always relaxed around the food. And secondly, I never forced myself to eat healthy. The healthy food which I created was tasty, was visually looking good, and I enjoyed eating healthy and took it as a part of my lifestyle instead of something I was forced to do because I want to lose weight or because I must eat healthy. Because, my dear, I don't know if it works for you, but forcing something down doesn't work long term and it gives actually no benefits, right? So, if you want to develop good habits, you can just change gradually, and you can be very happy with that small change you're bringing in, which is either cutting down on a cup of coffee or really putting your mobile away before, when you're sleeping, or the small things, so I celebrated all the parts of eating healthy and never made compulsions for myself. And I never recommend any of my patient also to be compulsive about eating unless and until there's something which is really, really needed to be taken care of. All my prescriptions have like freedom of eating and enjoying food, right? Because this is the third thing what I really started to see when I improved my eating habits is like really observing the emotions I feel around food. And there were a lot of things what I saw. So I saw that when I was getting bored, then I ate a lot of sugar. So sugar, so instead of getting bored, I could also go out and do something. So I started to see alternatives for the triggers which made imbalanced eating, understood them, and gently replaced them. So when I was feeling pressurized, then I wanted to eat a lot of salt. So I saw this for myself, right? So when I was feeling pressurized, I tried to understand why I am in this pressure. Is it just my own head which has created this pressure? Or is it something, which is there and maybe it should not come back next time, right? So you can understand that this situation you put yourself in pressure, but next time you're not going to do that, right? So I started to observe the imbalances and I did not judge that. And judgment only makes things worse. Understanding makes it better. So I brought in like this food understanding and allowed myself to have fun with the indulgence. And naturally, my eating habits became healthy. So without any major pressurized push. So I hope this booster gave you an insight about how I address eating habits, and tell me about, what do you do to change your food habits and how do you develop eating habits? Is it with force and pressure? Does it even last, forcing yourself to stop something or never to eat something or be very compulsive about it? Or there could be a relaxed way to eat healthy and live a very healthy and happy life. So that's all for this Monday Health Booster, and I'll be back in the next one telling you more about how you can make your physical and mental health better with the beautiful science of Ayurveda. Thank you, and bye bye.